welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So Akron's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why. The expressway is wide open.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch past the sticks. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Zips trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Kennesaw State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He finds his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. The Zips are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Clemens. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They're down to the 20, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes the grab. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the end route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Buys a little time with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Zips trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Kennesaw State right back to work.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackler.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Looking for the score, and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Akron.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
21, Kennesaw State, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Kennesaw State right back to work. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a crease, it's Clemens. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where this...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
They stripped it out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. What an effort to get that fumble and take it the other way. And house the thing.
This defense practices.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Shakes off the defender. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Keeps it going. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it, but with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They'll run the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any...
And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Using his legs to buy some time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. The Zips will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Zips! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Cunningham. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He'll start this drive firing. Grabs it in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Akron! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go right back to him. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The give from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab down the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line is set on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get the sack right out of the gate. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Zips are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Dances away to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him. You saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll pull it down. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's gonna pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson looking to throw. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Zips! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Kennesaw State, 19.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets enough. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. He wants to throw it again. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. They feed him again. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Akron! And the punishment has been extended. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 27.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is the day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's a throw downfield late. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Diggs. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Diggs. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Looking for the 2-point try.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get
deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Zips.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.